News 4 Investigates is the first to obtain 911 calls from last week's deadly Greyhound bus crash. Listen as that bus rammed a semis at that station.
911, where's your emergency?
I am parked at the rest area. I don't know if you can get this emergency service, but a Greyhound bus just lost the wheel and went right into my trailer.
Okay.
We have a lot of people that are dead.
You have a lot of what?
We need emergency services
Okay,
now.
Now the victims of that fatal bus crash are suing Greyhound. At least 2 of the injured passengers are involved in that lawsuit. News 4's Dion Broxton joins us live from the Greyhound station in downtown St. Louis with a closer look at the newly filed legal action. Dion?
Corey, when that bus crash happened last week, 6 people at the scene were able to take a bus from the scene and come here to the St. Louis Greyhound station downtown. Now, one guy said that Greyhound offered him money to not sue, and he took that money. While the lawyers we talked to said there still might be a legal path going forward for that guy and others like him.
Our clients are still in active treatment trying to figure out the extent of their injuries.
Brady McInich and John Hipskin are now representing 2 individuals injured in last week's Greyhound bus crash near Highland, Illinois.
We're unwilling to disclose their identities at this point. As you might imagine, the families are grieving.
These lawyers plan to take on Greyhound in court once federal and state investigators wrap up probes into what led a Greyhound driver to collide with semis at an I-70 rest stop.
Once their investigation's complete, we'll pick up our investigation and determine whether or not there's any other entities that need to be added to the lawsuit.
3 people died and 14 were injured in the crash, but another 6 left the scene without getting checked out by doctors. Edward Alexander is one of those who walked away from the wreckage.
I woke up, sliding through the aisle. Got up, nose was leaking. Got a little back injuries, but at the same time, I really didn't want to go to the hospital. I'm trying to get back to Arkansas to my kids.
Alexander revealed to News 4 that Greyhound made an offer to him and the 5 others when they arrived at the downtown St. Louis station.
Of course, they're trying to keep us from suing them, so they offered $2,500. Yeah, I took it.
This is not just a fender bender at the Emo's parking lot. This is a major multi-billion-dollar corporation that, as we've heard and as you've told us, is already trying to offer settlements to people without them even knowing the extent of the injuries. And I encourage anybody that accepted some money already or thought that they might have settled it to at least call an attorney. There's a good chance that they could actually get you out of that deal because it's just not right.
We reached out to Greyhound for a comment and they didn't get back to us in time for this story. The NTSB said this investigation could take up to 2 years, so it might be a while before we see any lawsuits filed. Live in downtown St. Louis, Dion Broxton, News 4.